So what we've actually got here is an 11-foot Jayco pop-up van. It's very, very easy to set up, and what you can see from here is it's in outstanding condition. These are quite light and easy to tow. Pretty much any vehicle can tow them. The axles have been underslung for extra ground clearance, so it's really a great camper to take you out and spend a bit of time in your outdoors.
By the way. That's it.
So that's it. If you're doing an overnight stay, that's about all you need. It's that fast to set up. So that's pretty much it. If you just camp them for the day, then you've got a basic setup like this within a couple of minutes. You'll notice on the awning there's a little groove here. So there's actually a privacy screen that slides into there. It'll give you some shade, but also privacy if you're in a bit of a caravan park as well. And there's a drop sheet too, so that helps keep things clean when you're sitting under the annex. Now we'll show you the full setup with the door in place and have a look around the camper. So on the front here we got all the basics you need for the off-grid camping. You've got a couple of jerry cans for food and fuel. You've got two 4.5 kilo gas bottles, and in the front you've got a pretty massive boot with everything you need. So in here's where all your hoses and all those sorts of things that go, your winding handles, etc., blocks, everything else that you need. On the front you've got a normal 50mm ball. It's got your spirit level there, so it's very easy to set up. Your jockey wheel mount and your handbrake as well to make sure that that's not going anywhere. So on the main side of the van we'll talk about a couple of things. You've got your step, which is a simple pull-out step, nothing to go wrong there. Full solid door for security, so if you want to lock things in the van you can, and that'll simply just open up like any other door and latch back. On the side there we've got a couple of 12-volt sockets, so this is a really good place for you to put your fridge. There's even a loop here, you can tie your dog up to it or chain your fridge to it. An outside LED light as well as a 240-volt power outlet if you're at a caravan site. You've got a tunnel boot as well with plenty of room for storage, and in there is also a projector DC-DC as well for your charging. So looking at the back, we've got a heavy-duty rear bumper with plenty of room for extra storage. There's a full-size spare wheel with the cover on it. And it's also got the large road safe bag for rubbish or whatever you need, and a full lockable box for your ramps, chocks, and whatever you want to put in there. Looking on the back side of the camper, you can see a few things here. Just starting from this side, this is your water inlet. There's we think it's about a 90-litre tank underneath. You've got full steel Sunraysia rims, which are great, and they support the caravan with leaf springs. This is your 240-volt inlet, which provides charging to the battery as well as power to any of the 240-volt outlets in the van. There's a 12-volt outlet on this side as well. And these are your vents for your fridge, which we'll see when we go inside. You've got your antenna plug, should you want a TV, and also the mount for the antenna pole as well. So if you want to sit on this side of the camper, or if you want to protect your fridge from the heat so that it cools more efficiently, there's a full pull-out awning up here as well. It's an Austrail pull-out awning, so you simply pull that out, peg it down, and you get some protection for the fridge or a little bit of shade on this side as well. So now we'll take you for a little bit of a tour of the inside. Now on the door you'll notice there's a piece of timber there that'll stop any dust coming in while you're on the dusty trails. Looking inside, you can see all the cupboards are in excellent condition. All right, there's a nice wood grain pattern to them. There's a 4-burner stove with a grill as well, that's gas. There's a sink with both a 12 volt and a hand pump, just in case you're not hooked up to power. And you've got all your normal sort of cupboards with all your push button locks on them, so they don't come out while you're driving along. There's a 90 litre 3-way fridge, which is plenty of room to store all your stuff. And the format of this van is in a dual bed setup. So both of these beds have a dual purpose as both a couch and a bed as well. There's plenty more storage underneath. A table in the middle with plenty of storage in it as well. Up the top, we've got LED lights throughout the van. You can see them here, all over the place. And there's a Sirocco fan as well to help keep cool. On the side, you'll see a Pioneer stereo, and that comes out through a couple of speakers just above the kitchen right there. At the top of the van, we've got a vent just to try and keep things cool, as well as the smoke alarm for safety too. And you'll notice here there's a range of 12 volt and 240 volt outlets throughout the van. So with the beds lifted up, you can now see there's a absolute ton of storage. These are drawers, but there's also empty spaces in cupboards as well. Over this side, there's more cupboard space as well. 2 brand new AGM batteries that are fully fused with both MIDI and normal blade fuses as well. You can see there's a projector, DC-DC in there for your 12 volt charging, and there's your 240 volt charging as well. So as we look on top, you can see we've got a pretty large solar panel, which is hooked in through the DC-DC to charge the batteries. There's your vent, your radio antenna, and as you can see, no leaks or problems. It's all in wonderful condition. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for having a look through. I hope you've enjoyed the walk through the 11-foot Jayco. Reach out for any questions and hope to hear from you soon.